Hi, I'm Alan Perry. Welcome to Best Fed Gardens. It's September here in northern Maine, and as you can see, we've already had a couple of nights cold enough to burn the leaves on some of these squash and cucumber plants. We're getting near the end of our garden season. No matter where you live, the end of the garden season is a great time for you to be thinking about one of the most important things you can do to make sure that next year's garden is the best ever. That job is to analyze your garden soil's mineral content to find out how much of the 17 essential elements are available for next year's garden. Once we know what the mineral content of your soil is, we can create a feeding program for next year's garden that will provide all the essential fertilizers to create mineral-dense foods. Managing these minerals properly is the key to insect, weed, and disease control without chemicals, and the key to human health. The goal is to collect a soil sample, approximately 1 pound, that represents your garden. Once collected, we'll send that sample to a laboratory that specializes in soil analysis to get our results. There are many labs that offer those kinds of services, but not all labs' results are equal. The lab that we use here at Best Fed Gardens has been used for more than 60 years on more than 200 crops in more than 60 countries. Their information is repeatable, predictable, and teachable so that we can show you how to make your garden grow like the best soils in the world. The sampling tool that I use is made out of stainless steel so that it doesn't rust and contaminate our sample. This version happens to be a longer version so that I can take samples without bending over. It's really helpful if you're doing hundreds of samples per year. It's also marked at the 6-inch level, and that's the depth that we want to take our soil from. The second thing that we need is a clean container. This happens to be a plastic container that I had at home. It can be any clean container, it can be a pail or any other device. We just simply want some place to put our soil as we collect it. The actual sampling process is very simple. We take our sampling tool, we find the spot in our garden, we press the soil tube into the ground. We want this to be 6 inches deep, and we extract the tube with the soil inside. If you don't happen to have a professional soil probe, you can use tools that you may already have around your garden. I'm going to use a round-pointed shovel and a garden trowel to show you how to accomplish the same thing. It's important that we get the depth to 6 inches, and with the round-pointed shovel, I'm going to simply make a hole 6 inches deep. Now I want to place the shovel as vertically as I can. Take a slice of that soil, and you'll see that I have more soil now than I really want for my sample. With my garden trowel, I can simply get rid of some of this excess soil, making sure that I maintain the 6-inch depth. Simply scrape away some of this excess soil. And create a sample that we can place in our container. We can get 6 or 8 of these, mix the soil together, place them in your sample bag, and we'll be all done.